Hi guys, how are you and welcome to today's video. Welcome back if you are a subscriber and welcome if you're someone who's recently discovered my channel. I hope that you are a subscriber or that you're about to join the channel and a subscriber fam. I have to tell you, I have one of the best internet fams ever. We've had such an amazing journey. I was just talking about it last night with someone and I can't believe that after 7 years of being in the industry, about 5 years in, 2 years ago from now in 2017 is when I actually decided to start my YouTube career properly. I had been on different channels in the past, but it's just so nice that I got down to doing my own channel because I genuinely think it's one of the best decisions, life decisions, not just career decisions I've ever made. This is a relaxed, chill, chatty video. It is the kind of video that I've actually been wanting to do for a while. Self-care Sundays is something I don't know whether I read about a similar concept somewhere or I saw it somewhere or whether it just came to me. I genuinely don't remember, but I've been sitting on this idea for a couple of months and I just never landed up getting myself to film one of these videos, or I got lazy over a Sunday, over a weekend. Actually, I don't know if the lazy part is true because I work 7 days a week. Those of you who are new to my channel or those of you who don't know, I'm gonna start clipping my hair because as we go along this video and I'm gonna talk and give you life updates and whatnot, I'm also gonna just take my makeup off. I work 7 days a week is what I was saying and I love it. I not really broke my ankle, but I sort of pulled a muscle, tore a muscle when I was in Los Angeles, and when I had to come back to Bombay to India 4 days earlier than planned, and so many of you on Instagram were just absolutely amazing and were telling me not to bother uploading videos that week and to get rest and that kind of thing, and I responded to you guys, a lot of you on DM and some of you on stories and the whole thing, where I said to you that, you know, it keeps me going to work. I feel like I didn't used to be the workaholic that I grew into over a period of time. I remember I went through a really weird, tough personal phase back in 2000 and I think it was 8 or 9 or something like that, and I really turned my focus to work more than I already was. I've always been an ambitious girl, but I really turned to channel all my energy that way, and nothing else compares to the happiness I get in creating content. It's what I love to do. It's what I think I know, and it makes me happy. So in fact, actually and ironically, when I was on bed rest and I've been on painkillers, and I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show this to you. I'm wearing a nightie right now, literally. I'm gonna try lifting my foot up. I don't know, can you tell? Wait, that's the other side. Ow, 1 second. Yep, weirdest thing I've done on my channel today. I still have my band-aid on. It's basically something I picked up from CVS in the US, from the medical section. It's a pain relieving patch. I'm going to regret doing that in a little bit, I know it. Ironically, I wasn't even working after coming back because I was so dizzy with painkillers half the time that I would fall asleep and just kind of like wave in and out, and I would try to work, but I wasn't as focused as I normally was, and my videos were already scheduled. So something you guys should know about me, in case you don't already know, is that I pre-schedule a lot of my videos, most of my videos, not just because I like to be organized and I'm obsessively compulsive about trying to be as organized as possible. I've even done a video on that, make sure you go check that video out, but because what if I'm traveling, or what if I fall sick, or what if I'm just unable to shoot that week or something like that. I just like to be as prepared for these things as possible. So I'm filming this video on this Sunday and it's probably gonna go up next Sunday, and we do tarot videos on the channel every Sunday also. So this is sort of gonna be like a second video on the Sunday. I hope that you guys will enjoy that. I'm just turning the mirror up to face me so I can take my makeup off. I'm using the Body Shop Chamomile Balm to take my makeup off. I'll just keep taking my makeup off with different products and giving them little mentions as we go along. The tarot video, actually, the tarot series is something I really wanted to address because so many of you have shown love to that series, and then there are some of you who don't watch that series. I mean, I feel like most of you don't watch that series simply because of the numbers that I get to see. The views on the other videos are much higher, and I get that tarots can be a little bit of a niche audience and may not appeal to everyone. So I actually had someone ask me very recently, someone I know personally, ask me, how come you do the tarot series, because it doesn't even really perform as well as the other videos, or it's not directly related to beauty or lifestyle, it's astrology, it's a completely different genre. And my response was really simple, to be honest. I said I did it as an experiment when we started doing it, I think March 2018, and at that time we got a really good response for it, which over a period of time has dwindled down, and I'm not going to be delusional about that. But even if we're reaching a smaller audience than we were or than we expected, at least we're able to reach those people. At least even if those 3,000 people who are watching those videos find help in it, I'm happy. I'm happy if they're able, even if I'm able to help those 3,000 people, because that's what Rinki and I want to do. We collaborate over it because we think it's a small little way in which we might be able to help people. The people who believe in it, the people who want to watch it. Like, for example, today on the 12th of May, I only just finished editing my video about 5 minutes before I sat down to film this video. I've been working since morning. I've filmed 2 videos today, and I'm sitting and editing a couple of the videos, and I couldn't edit it. I couldn't get it up as per usual at 10 a.m. But I put up a post that said, I'm sorry, the video is going to go up late. I still got so many DMs from you guys saying, where's the tarot video? So it clearly has its own audience. It's a different audience, I guess, or it's a smaller audience rather. But we're just here to try and help in whatever way we can. Truly, this product really, really melts the makeup very well. I don't think I would compare it with the Clinique TTDO. It's probably one step short of that. The TTDO does a really, really, really fab job. But there are so many cleansers in the market today. I feel like I own about 20 to 25 cleansers. Half of them have to be Face Shop, because some of the PR kits I've got, even their cleansers are so good that I don't think I'm going to be buying any new ones for a little while. I would typically probably wash this off, but since I'm sitting on camera, I'm just going to use wipes to do and replace all the washing bits in the routines that I'm going to do. I have the simple wipes here in front of me. My face looks like an absolute mess on screen right now, but that's fine. That's how it looks when you're taking your makeup off. Another one of the DMs I received that I actually did want to talk about, and I've been holding on to it for a while. I've been holding on to talking about this subject for a while. I'm going to talk about different subjects. If we'll end up making Self-Care Sundays and Chatty Sundays a series, I'm going to make it as conversational as possible and talk about topics that are about life, about my life, your life maybe, and just like things that I wouldn't usually put into content, sort of lists. So as I was saying, one of the things I really wanted to get into was the subject of my cat. So this is a subject that's really sensitive to me. I would really like for you to not voice your opinion on it if you don't agree with me or don't support me. So as a lot of you may know, Jerry and I adopted 2 cats in June 2017. There's Bagheera and there's Nibbles, and they had a 2.5-month age gap, and we adopted them from different foster moms through an animal rescue agency called World for All. And we brought them in, and we were a happy little family of 4, and everything was fine and everything was great. Bagheera had a medical condition since the day he was born. He was sort of run over by a car, and he had a history, and a troubled history, a medical history that I don't want to get into because it's irrelevant to where we are at right now. In a way, we dealt with it. He used to get fits. He used to get proper fits, like fits that made it look like there was like a big fat ginormous robot inside him shaking, and the only thing that would get him to stop would be me being able to hold him, and I couldn't hold him directly because he had long nails. He would like scratch the hell out of me, but for a while I would have to hold him like that till I figured out the trick, and I would wrap him in a blanket and a quilt and stuff and just hold him till he could like sort of stop vibrating. It went on for a while, and then he had his last fit in July 2018. Just giving you a little context on his health. Nibbles was fine. Mentally she was okay, even though Bagheera was slow and he really wasn't getting adopted. He was a special cat and he wasn't really getting adopted. He was about 3.5 months old when we adopted him, I think. Yeah. And the behaviorists and the agency, like the people who handle World for All, said it would be ideal if we adopted Bagheera with a normal cat. Normal by means of like behavior and mentally and stuff like that, which is why we decided to adopt one more cat, which was Nibbles. Nibbles was mentally fine. She's an adorable little cat. She jumps around. She's a complete brat, and Jerry keeps joking about how she's like this little naughty one, quick on her feet. He says she's like me and Romaisa, my niece, which is too funny and partially true. She had a biological issue. She had a prolapsed bum while she was in foster care, and she was fine. She had recovered by the time we got her and all of that. But she had history of it that we knew, and thankfully it never gave us any trouble up to date. Alhamdulillah, touch wood, thank God. So that happened, and everything was fine. Everything has been great. On 31st May 2018, we moved into our new home. Jerry and I bought our own home, bought our first home, bought our new home. We bought it in March and we moved in on 31st May. And cats take a little bit of time to settle down in any new place. From what we were told by the behaviorists, from what I was told by friends who had cats and everything, they usually take up to about maybe like 3 to 4 days. I know someone whose cat took about a week, so it really depends. And something you should know about cats is, in case you don't have a cat or haven't ever had a cat, is that unlike dogs, cats don't need to be trained to poop and pee in a specific place. The minute they see sand, they poop and pee there. So we've always had their litter trays, etc. with us. About a month in, we realized Bagheera is not settling into the new house. Every time the doorbell would ring, he would go try to run out, and we had to really keep blocking him from getting out of the house. These are indoor cats. They don't necessarily, like, I had a constant fear that if he manages to run away, he might not survive. Also, he is a special cat, so we were even more careful about him. Our house is completely netted up. We've had netting from the word go since before we adopted them. We got the netting done about 2 days before they came to our old house, the old apartment, the rental apartment. And even here, before we moved in, the netting was done on all the windows. It's just basic netting that could prevent any kind of an accident, God forbid. But he never settled in and he kept running out, and it just kind of got worse and worse and worse, and it just came to a place where he started shitting all over the house, and cats don't do that. Like, by shitting all over the house, I mean we'd be having dinner at the dining table and he would come and poop right next to our plate, on the table, on my mat. I'd be sleeping in bed and he would come onto my quilt and poop on it in front of me. We really tried to work on it. There was a cat behaviorist who World for All recommended, who came home and did 3 sessions with him, I think. That was initially very helpful. He even helped us by giving some herbal medication to him that he recommended, that we were told would be very helpful, and we started seeing him calm down and get less aggressive. But coincidentally, completely unrelated to the medicine, according to the doctors, according to the vets, he developed a lung infection. So we just decided to stop the medication and just treat him first. That went on for another month or so, and by the time he got better, his aggression was even more than it was when we started everything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is take some rice water bright. This is from the Face Shop, yeah. And I'm just gonna go in and do my double cleanse, because you guys know I'm gonna come back to the topic. You guys know I double cleanse, just taking a cotton pad for a second little cleanup. So World for All told us about this concept that we did not know of, called they're called animal communicators. It sounded completely bizarre to us at first, but we listened with an open mind, because your pets are like your babies, and I've lost pets growing up. I've had pets in the past. I've had cats, I've had dogs, and it's tough to lose pets. So we kept an open mind and decided to go with listening to what they had to say. So just to give you some context again, animal communicators basically are people who take a picture of your cat, look at a picture of your cat. They don't need to meet your cat, and they look at a picture of your cat with the eyes open, and they sort of communicate with your cat. I know how that sounds. For non-believers, it sounds completely crazy. It sounded completely crazy to us also. But we had two different communicators communicate with Bagheera, and half of what they said to us didn't make any sense, but there were slight common factors about his personality and about our personalities that they actually knew. And these are people I've never met, I've never spoken to in my life, who don't know me, who don't follow me, so like they don't even know it's my cat. Let's just put it like that. So it's not like they looked me up to know who I was. No, they did not know me. They did not know it was my cat. They would just send a picture of Bagheera through the agency. And the common factor that both the communicators said was that your cat does not like your house. He never liked it. He wanted to stay in the old house. And after a lot of discussion with the agency and with Jerry, and we thought maybe he doesn't like this home, so we can't be going crazy, because he was shitting everywhere. My brand new couch that we bought less than a year ago, we got it custom made for this house, has a huge stain on it of him pooping, and my duvet does, and other parts of my house do, that I've really just had to clean up. And being a new home and our first home, and forget the things are all replaceable, but it just drove us crazy that something we were doing or not doing was driving our cat nuts, and we wanted to know what we could do to fix it for him. He was our priority. But it turns out that the only thing we were getting told was that he doesn't like your house, and they knew just through this communication session of sorts that he had tried to run away a few times, and he had tried to run away a few times. He ran away 4 times up until then, and we just didn't know what to do. Like, we found him in a neighbor's house once, we found him in the lobby once, we found him on the staircase twice, and it just came to a place where we were just really frustrated and sad that we were not able to keep him happy. We said we would give it one more shot. We timed it. We said we'll give it 1 more month and we'll try to make it work. And about 3 weeks into that month, when nothing got better anyway, he ran away. He was missing for 3 days. And on the 3rd day, we found him, because we were searching frantically on a daily basis everywhere around our home. And the communicators who we reached out to again, because we were just in such a desperate state, said that he's near your building. We found him. Coincidentally, I'm telling you, God is great. Coincidentally, Jerry's friends who work in the building right next to ours found him the same day he went missing, the same night he went missing. They kept him in his office for those 3 days. They fed him, they took care of him. They didn't know it was our cat. So obviously they didn't reach out to us, but they reached out to someone from the agency on the third day. It was a chain, and then they said, this is right next to your house, do you want to go check if it's Bagheera? And he had a blue collar on and all of that, and we found him and came home, and we had this family talk, and Jerry and I, and we decided to take the tough decision of having to rehome him. It was a complete roller coaster. It was obviously something we did not want, but we were sort of pushed into a corner, and it was like we didn't really have much of a say at that point, because he had run away so many times and his behavior was just aggressive and angry towards us, and we had done everything we could, really. I'm sorry, I don't mean for this to be like a sob story. This was supposed to be a happy life updates. I want to do more of these self-care Sunday videos and talk about things with you guys and not get like sad. And do you like my mug? Not really mug, it's like a sippy. It says mother of cats. How ideal to this topic even. For those of you who are Game of Thrones fans, yay. For those of you who are not, it's sort of like a take on the mother of dragons. This is the mother of cats. I picked this up from the US. I think I'm gonna mask next, so I'll exfoliate mask next. So this one is the Smart Peeling Black Sugar Honey from the Face Shop, which is amazing. But this is a new one that I have over here that maybe I should try. This one is the Deep Exfoliating one from PAC. Exfoliates dead skin, deep cleanses the pores, restores the skin elasticity. Okay, I'm gonna try this because it's new. This is just absolutely amazing. I'll link it for you guys down below with everything else that I'm using as well. But I want to try this because it's new and it's a new launch and I haven't tried it as yet. We had to struggle for a while. The agency found him. Basically, we decided with the World for All guys that what needs to be done on priority is for him to leave our home. It wasn't good for him to stay with us, essentially. So we found him a temporary home, and about a month and a half of him being in the temporary home, roughly. I'll have to check my phone for timelines. I literally have all the timelines written down. After a month and a half-ish, we found a permanent home 10 minutes from our house. 2 girls around my age, and they were very nice. I went and met them myself when I went to drop Bagheera. It was good. It was good. I was happy he had a good home. I was happy he was close by. The girls were very, very sweet in saying that I can come by and visit him anytime. But to be honest, I haven't gone even once, and I've been checking up on him through WhatsApp. But I don't think I have it in me to go meet him because it's just not something I can do. And just today, someone DM'd me. In case you're wondering why I decided to open up about this today, someone DM'd me just today about talking about Bagheera after a while. I got a lot of those DMs and comments when I told you guys that something was going on, but I needed time to talk, and I really appreciate the time you guys gave me. But I thought it was time for me to address it and just let you guys in on it, because you're my internet family and you don't understand how much I love you guys. Like, I'm so grateful for you, and I just wanted to keep you in the loop. I promise the upcoming self-care Sunday videos will not be this sad. I want to give you a gist of what I actually had in mind when I wanted to do these self-care Sunday videos. I did want to talk about life. I want you guys to try and leave questions about content from this video or things that are going on about your life down below in the comments, and the questions that you leave on this video will get addressed in the next self-care Sunday video. So sort of like a cycle. We'll keep this as a series, as a chain. If it does well and if you guys respond to it well. This is a horrible kickoff, I'm not gonna lie. It just got too emotional, but I guess I just had to let it out at some point to let you guys in on what was happening. I'm supposed to massage this for 30 seconds, it says, and You can smell the citrus all over it. It's lime flavored and it's supposed to be a peel off. But basically now you know. I'm gonna give you a gist of what I want to do with these Self-Care Sunday videos. I want to talk about things, I want to talk about life, I want to talk about things that usually wouldn't go into my content per se. I want to tell you what I did all week. I want you guys to tell me what you did all week. I want to do like Q&As through what comes up in the comment section in the next video. I very often get a lot of your emails on the I Love My Followers email ID, which is down below in the info box. I answer that on a weekly basis, by the way, sometimes once in 2 weeks, depending on my schedule, to be honest. I wanted to address that a lot of you guys sometimes send me really personal details about your lives and want my thoughts on it. I don't always find it appropriate to respond to those emails because I just don't want my opinion to skew yours. I think it's only fair for you to take a call on certain things on your own. Also, I only know you as much as the email says. The backstory and the layers of what's happening in your life is something that I will not be the judge of, especially not the correct judge of. Only you will be the correct judge of it. So I want to get to know you guys, I guess, through the comments, through this series, through the comments, through what's happening. I just want Self-Care Sunday to be about all of us taking care of each other, truly taking care of each other, because life is beyond social media and life is beyond Instagram and the perfect grid and the perfect feed and the perfect stories and the brand endorsements and whatever else that follows. I even put up a post about anti-curation. I'm going to pop it up over here for you guys, from the hospital in LA when I fell, and I felt really crappy about what happened in LA. It was an accident. I couldn't do anything about it, but all my mind could think was, oh my god, my trip is going to get cut short. I won't get to go here, I won't get to see this, I won't get to shoot that. And then I had to literally snap myself out of it and be like, what are you thinking? Your health comes first. And you always have to just find the silver lining. It's important. And if you can't find the silver lining, then there's a problem, because just the fact that I was in LA in itself, I should have been and I am grateful for. So I shouldn't have felt bad about missing out on a few things here and there. I can always go back, and hopefully I will really soon. Let's just learn to support each other through thick and thin, through ups and downs. You can forget about someone who cheered for you when you were at the top, but you shouldn't forget about someone who supported you when you were down. That's really important. Remember the people who supported you when you were down. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly show you the next 2 products I'm about to use. I need to go and wash this off, but it hasn't really dried completely. I'm gonna give this a few more minutes, but I think I'm gonna end this video here because I'm just kind of going into a very philosophical, emotional space, and I didn't see myself doing this in the video. I thought this would be a fun, chatty catch-up video. I promise you the next video will be more fun. Anything will be more fun than this, really. After I get this off, I'm going to leave a little bit of the Laneige water sleeping mask on it. I make it a point to leave this on my face once a day, either in the mornings or in the night. The matching lip mask is absolutely amazing. This is one of the best lip care products I've ever used in my entire life. And I'm gonna end this video here. Give me your thoughts on this series down below. I think the video might end up being a little long. I'm sorry about that if that's a problem. If you're okay with these chatty videos where we can talk and catch up and just get to know a little bit about each other, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you enjoyed it, and of course comment. The subscriber fam is growing, and I hope it keeps on growing and multiplying. If you are part of it, thank you. If you are not part of it, please join the family. This place is all about being safe with each other, being supportive to each other, creating content that matters and that is fun and interesting and a mix of all things positive, hopefully. And I'm gonna go. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for listening to me, hearing me out today. I love you guys very much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.